We are live. There is a little bit of a lag, and I'm not sure why, because I restarted the laptop and I've set it up to what I think is correct. We've got our light on today because it's not as bright outside,
No,
is
it
it?
isn't. And this is the first time I've been on a live for over a week. So for those
Mm.
of you probably do know, but those who haven't, I've had COVID all week, so I've been quite ill. So I'm back. Still not 100%, but I am back, and it's good to see everybody back.
Mm. I hurt my knee, well, 2-3 weeks ago now, and
Yes.
it's still hurting. So the gash on it is healing. It's a little bit numb around the area, but yeah, it's still painful on the actual, where it's healing. So I just have to be a little bit tentative not to knock knees with you,
Yes,
because
I
yeah,
know. I'm under strict instructions not to knock anything, not to have my legs here, not to drink coffee, not to da da da. So
because otherwise he'll finish the coffee before the live, and then he'll be fiddling with the cup and everything else.
this is what I like. So how is everybody? I'm sorry I haven't seen everybody for a week. I have been, like I said, I've not been too well, but I am back, so I'm glad to be back here. Good to see everyone. Yeah, what's been happening in the week that I've been off? Have I missed anything exciting?
No, we've just been chatting and stuff, really. We spoke a little bit about Bridgerton and a couple of other things. Now it feels like it's gone so quickly, and everything. But I today have a chai tea latte,
So
which is
I.
what you have, and I ordered them extra hot, so I can actually feel that it's actually quite hot.
Oh, Aoife, hello. How are you?
Hey, Aoife. Hope you're
Charlie,
well.
how are you?
Hey, Charlie.
Oh, is that a new thing, Charlie? Charlie Dolby Adventures 2. Is this a new channel
Wow.
you have? So apologies, guys. I've not been able to, because I've not been very well last week. I've not kept up with anybody's videos, but I will be back this week. Now I've got a bit more time on my hands, and now I'm feeling a bit better. I'll be able to get back on to checking out your videos and comments. So Aoife said, hi, Kel, what happened, hun? Still in the hospital, isolated. I've got the, oh dear. Still in hospital. Nurses unplugged the buzzer.
Oh, yeah, they had unplugged the buzzer before, hadn't they? So yeah, but it's good that you still got your phone at least. So do you know what I mean? Because I was thinking, oh, I wonder if they'd like asked you not to use your phone as much. That's what I was thinking in my mind. I was thinking about you this morning, thinking, oh, I wonder if they've asked Aoife not to use her phone as much. Obviously, because you're on a ward and everything else. How many more days have you got to go?
I didn't realise that was it. So yeah, I've not cut much. So I hope you're okay. And Charlie, have you been uploading any more videos recently? Again, apologies. I will get back into checking those out this week. Now I'm feeling a bit better.
There were a couple of things I ordered. So I ordered the so I'm collecting the picture books of the Harry Potter. So I bought book 4, and book 4 was for £16. So I thought that was a bargain. Book 4 is really quite a lot bigger than the other 3. So I've got book 4. I didn't bring it upstairs, but what I did also buy.
Oh, sorry, Charlie's been to Hessel. You've been there before. Did you do any filming?
Ooh. And I did buy another Friends cookbook. This is different, but apparently there's another cookbook as well.
Oh my god, they're really milking you. So we have got. You may have seen, guys. I did attempt some recipes from the very first one. So I did the cheesecake. I did Chandler's. The egg salad Chandler, which is, and Janice's pancakes. Oh my god, pancakes.
Pancakes. Right now, this is got a couple of like Chandler's lavender peppermint tea latte. So it's got some quite unusual recipes in here, actually. Monica's whipped up pumpkin spice latte. So if I just show you.
So is it focusing more on drinks?
Well, this is Central Perk, so that's the coffee shop, isn't it? So if you can see here.
I see. So it's a Central Perk cookbook, and it's the official one as well.
It's the official one as well. Now there are recipes in here, but I'm assuming they would be based on coffee shop recipes.
Yeah, so like coffee shop cakes, maybe sandwiches.
Maybe, yeah. Rather than 4 grand. Because look, this is Chandler's New York cheesecake squares.
So these would be nice if you're doing like an afternoon tea or a little party.
Exactly. I'm just trying to see if it's all focused in there. So like you can see there.
I'm just having a look. So Eva says she's got a new phone. The other one is going to give up the ghost. Phone taken at 9 p.m. and now the doctor told me I'm being kept in as I won't rest. Yeah, so they're keeping you in just for precaution.
Just for precaution, which is good. They've also got Ross's tiered wedding cake pops. So they look quite cool.
Pop. They do actually.
Don't
Those
they?
look though they take a while to actually make.
I would imagine so. So there you go. So this will be quite an interesting read, actually. I've not had a chance to go fully through it.
Now, Kelly's been wanting for a while to do an afternoon tea, so you probably could, from these, do afternoon tea.
They've got Rachel's Iced Baby Bunny Cookies. So there's a picture of them there. And then there's the recipe there. So they've got quite a few things going on, really. But yeah, like now I think about it, I suppose it would be stuff that you would easily get in a coffee shop.
Well, especially little cakes and things. I'm going to have a little look at that later.
Yeah.
Eva said, concerned about how quickly and easily I'm picking up viruses. Well, this is it, especially because there are a lot around at the moment.
Yeah.
And there's one worry that a lump found in the pelvic area. Well, hopefully it's all going to be okay. Don't worry. But I know what you mean, especially with the viruses thing. It's so easy to pick up viruses, especially.
But also, you're in the right. Viruses aside, any other things in the body, you're in the right place for them to pick it up and be able to treat you.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. They do say that if you want to be sick anywhere, it's going to be a hospital because obviously you're there to be in treatment area.
Yeah. Just a little note. Mine is a soya chai tea latte.
And mine's oat, and I've got to say this is really nice. So much so I've been glugging it, as you've probably seen while I've been showing everything. But I really do enjoy that. It's like having it's almost like a custard.
How do you compare it to? Because you normally get coffee, right?
I do, and this is really growing on me because it's so sweet. It's like I said, it's almost like the best way I can describe this is like having a chai custard. It really is nice. It's quite thick.
Mark and mine's description are totally different because it doesn't taste like custard to me whatsoever.
It does to me. Well, I like a chai custard.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, but for me, it's completely different.
I might do that as an idea. Actually, make chai custard. Now mine is done.
Interesting.
Eva said, I almost went out of my mind with increasing stage duration, rash all along my right side of my neck. Oh dear. Good to see you back. Oh, thank you, Eva. We're glad to see you back as well. Really nice to talk to you. Yeah, like I said, so last week, as you guys probably knew, I did have COVID. So
I was studying as well.
Yeah, I was really quite bad. I was especially, I'd say Tuesday, Wednesday was kind of the brunt of it for me. I got really sick. I had a really bad cold. I was coughing. I was really struggling to breathe. So this is the first, I would say yesterday's the first day I actually felt a bit better. And I do feel better today. So I'm getting there. Not 100%.
Yeah, same as me. Not 100%. But I do feel like it does take a few weeks. And I'm not quite sure nobody's quite sure how COVID works. But the first time I had it, depleted quite a lot of my vitamins and depleted quite a lot of my things. So then after the fact, I was still suffering from symptoms, even though that I had recovered, my lung capacity and things like that. I was still suffering things after that body work, like my, clumps of hair coming out and things like that. But I really do feel that it depletes your water and your vitamins. But you've been quite good because the first time I lost my appetite, but we didn't lose our appetite this time.
No, I was going to say this is different now. I don't know whether because this time around having COVID is because my body's used to it. I don't know. But I have noticed as well, like I said, appetite wasn't really affected. Don't get me wrong, I don't eat as much as I normally do, and I do eat a lot.
Yeah.
But what I did notice this time around was a lack of energy. I was just tired all the time. So even working, I've been really, really tired, and do you know what I mean? So it's I'm getting there though. Oh, I think we've stuck. Oh, Pav, hello.
Hi, Pav.
I hope you're both well, and I hope you recover quickly. Take vitamins and eat well. Do you know what? And that's exactly what I'm doing. Thank you so much, Pav.
Very good advice.
So I've been doing a lot of vitamin D, a lot of vitamin C. What I would say, if God forbid you guys do, if anybody does get COVID, but if you do, really, really, really do look after yourselves. I did work or doing things, and one of my workmates said to me, "Oh, Mark, you muppets, you should have just called in sick." But I didn't. Do you know what it is? The thing was, I thought, I can do it. I can just keep going. I can keep going. But I must be honest, I did struggle a bit, especially Tuesday, Wednesday. I was really out of it then.
Do you know what? I think if you were going into the office, it might have been a different story.
I was going to say, if I had to go in, I probably would have phoned in sick because what I could do is I could just go downstairs, type away. I had all my drinks and stuff near me.
Yeah.
So the fact I could work from home really did help. But if they said to me, you must, well, they wouldn't have said come in, obviously, because they wouldn't want it to spread. But now I feel a bit better.
Yeah.
Eva said, I was going to say, Eva said things. I am up to 14 days and so tired of the stupid remarks about letting myself go health-wise. Very run down and dehydrated.
Yeah. You have to keep up with the water. We're quite good with the water. You better than me, really. But Mark likes sparkling water, and they come in litre bottles, and I like still water, and that's 1.5 litres. So we differ in. So you drink more because the bottles are smaller.
Yeah. Well, not just that as well. I think I have a bottle of water, and I think, right, that's my quota for the day. I've got to drink that for today.
Yeah.
So I do force myself to drink that every day, which does help. But thank you guys for all your advice. I really do appreciate that. Kelly did pass them on to me last week while I was doing my thing. So I was resting up. So I do appreciate all the comments, and thank you so much for sending those messages on. It's much appreciated. Thank you. Eva said, Mark, you should have rested and you didn't. Did you want to find yourself in my situation? No, well, this was it. Do you know what? Actual fact, you're so right, Eva, as well. Because I was even saying that the other week. So I'm a bit of a hypocrite, I must be honest. Because I did watch a video where one guy had caught COVID on YouTube. And he said that as well. He said, what will happen is you'll feel ill and then you'll suddenly start to feel better. And he said, don't make the mistake of thinking you can go back to normal. And I've tried not to do that, because I would say that now, today and yesterday, the first times I've actually felt better, but I'm deliberately making sure I don't go back on my exercise bike and do exercises just yet. I want to try and get a full recovery before I attempt that. Because one thing I have noticed is that lung capacity thing. So if I'm going up and downstairs and doing stuff, I do get tired quite quickly. Now, I haven't left the house purely, well, obviously just to go into the garden, that's it. Purely because obviously I just want to not spread anything for other people. But so I've just tried to keep that all indoors. But I think even going up to the end of the garden, we haven't got a big garden. I thought, oh God, I'm really tired.
It's an all right size. It's not like massive, but it's not like obviously coming from the West Country size. But it's all right for this area. I feel we've got one of the bigger gardens, definitely.
Eva said, I bought a phone via a nurse who went and kindly bought the phone for me. Oh, that was nice. Wow. Okay. Well, that was really good. That was really nice. So are you settled now? You all able to at least have some creature comforts or home comforts near you? At least that's the thing as well. I'm going to say, I really do hope you get better soon. You feel better very, very soon.
So they've extended your time now in hospital. So I think you were meant to be going in for 2 days. Then they extended it to 5 days. And now they've extended it to 2 weeks. Is that right? 14 days?
Yeah,
is that right?
It looks like it. Correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah.
A TCL20 SE.
Oh,
that's a phone. Right. Okay. Here we go. No, Charlie said, I went to Hessel for short and filmed whole football stadium. Oh, really? Do you know what is what, Charlie? I haven't checked your videos out only because I haven't been well last week, but I will get back to checking your videos. Richard, hello.
Hey, Richard. Richard was just sending me messages. I was just saying, no, we're doing the live at the minute.
Really good to see you, Richard. Thank you for your messages as well. Kelly did for all you guys, because Kelly was relaying them to me when I was lying in bed. So thank you guys so much for that. Really good to see you, God. How are you? Are you well? Done any more videos? I will catch up. I'm just saying as well to Charlie and the guys, I will catch up on everybody's videos. Now I'm feeling a bit better, so I can actually sit back and do that. I was just a bit.
I was watching Richard's video. It was yesterday, wasn't it? Because you did a little premiere yesterday.
Oh, did you?
On what is going to be coming up on his channel.
Okay.
Yeah, he did a little, like quite a few editing tricks and things like that. So yeah, it's quite good. So and that was just to sort of like show what will be coming up.
Oh, so good. Eva's got a new pillow, which came from Aldi, also bought for me, and the only reason is because I don't have the family support. I'm glad you've got the pillow.
Yeah.
At least that's a little, and the phone.
Yeah, exactly.
And the phone. So Rich has been doing well, been making trees for the train set. Now that's interesting. Do you make your own? Or do you actually buy them ready-made? I do. Funny enough, I haven't seen it for a while, but there is a YouTube channel, or several YouTube channels, and a guy who does his own dioramas. And this guy makes his own trees. And how he did it was really, really clever. He gets little branches, so it looks like obviously that becomes the trunk, and then he just adds glues and adds all the little leaves and stuff. You can actually buy. It's almost like it looks like almost like a green cotton wall, but like a wire wall.
Oh, right.
And you add that to your tree branches, and that then becomes a tree. But you can buy them ready made.
Do you know what? I think you have to have real patience and a real love for the craft.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To like sit down and concentrate and say, right, I've carved out this bit of time, and I'm going to dedicate it to this. I myself, at the moment, I'm finding it very, very difficult to concentrate. I've got one more assessment to do, one more. And it needs to be handed in tomorrow. And I can't sit down and concentrate on it for love nor money. I'm doing a little bit, then stop, then doing a little bit, then stop, then doing a little bit and stop. And I'm going up and down. So I'm not going in order. I'm not completing what, although I have completed a couple of exercises already. And I think there's probably about 7 exercises on there. But the thing is so I think it's like there might be 4 or 5 questions, but under the 4 or 5 questions, you then have sub questions.
Okay.
So that's the problem. So you think, oh yeah, 5 questions, yeah, I can bash that out, blah blah blah. But it's not. Then you've got all these sub questions underneath, and I'm just like, oh.
Well, that's the whole thing. So I think that's not like you actually to go back and forth.
I normally go.
Yeah, I would do it by order. Oh, sorry. Going back to Richard's here. So Richard's the first time he's making his own trees. Now, just out of interest, are you using natural products like twigs and stuff and adding them, or are you using obviously the raw materials, like I said, and then building your own? That just out of interest, I'll be interested. Aoife says, please can you ask Kelly? I mailed her to check in on you. Yes, no, she did. You did, didn't she? Aoife told you to check in on me. No, she did. Kelly did tell me that, actually, and thank you, Aoife.
Yeah, and I told you he was fine because I knew he was fine because he was working.
Yeah.
As in fine, as in like he wasn't, like nothing had happened to him is what I'm trying to say. So while he was sick, he was working. So I knew he wasn't like on the floor or, you know, like really sick kind of thing, like in bed and can't work and blah, blah, blah. Although he was sick and everything else, he was still working. So I knew he was okay, if that makes sense. And I made sure that he had paracetamol, made sure that he had water, cough sweets and things like that, which I'm sure you finished all the halls now, haven't you?
Do you know what? I have to say that was the other thing. So just without boring you guys about it, that was the one thing, was the coughing fits. I had terrible coughing fits during COVID. So I would lie in bed and all honestly for hours go.
You sneezing as well.
Oh God! And it just woke me up. So it was complete. So I was gonna say, so complete lack of sleep. I didn't sleep properly for a good week.
Yeah.
So Richard said, got to buy the paint next for the wood effect, but buy fake hair and mix part PVA glue and water. The tree is wire and florist tape. Right. I was gonna say, so it's obviously not natural things, but
yeah.
That's impressive though. It's really difficult to do and also to make it look like a tree.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got really addicted to watching these like I said, these diorama sets. There was an Australian guy that did his, and he built the entire Shire his replica of the Shire from Lord of the Rings. And it looked amazing. But the grass, how he did the grass, I was like, oh well, that's how you do the grass. Because you buy fake grass, but of course the trouble is with the grass, of course it lies flat, but as you know, grass grows up right. So the way he got round that was it's actually little iron filings, very, very, very tiny. And you buy almost like a little magnet. And what you do is you put them on, you glue them down, And then this iron, when it's sort of the glue's so set, you then use this thing, because it forces all the things upright because it's a magnet, and then it looks like real grass. Richard said, plus the stuff that makes blushes the dust on.
Yeah.
Aoife said, so truly glad to have you back on the live together. See you both recovered well. Oh, thank you so much. Well, it is really good to be back, and I'm glad to see you guys. Really glad to be back. I was missing it last week. I was feeling a bit ropey, so I just thought, oh no, last thing you want to see me is Karen, hello.
Hey, Karen.
Good evening to you both. She says, guys, so pleased that you're back on full, Mark. Kelly, you really did a good job while Mark was feeling unwell. Loving the ears.
Oh, thank you. These are, do you know what? I've ordered some more ears, right? And normally Disney are quite good. So if I order ears, like 1 or 2 days later, they normally say, oh, your ears have been dispatched, or your package has been dispatched. Sorry, no, it's just my knee. Your parcel's been dispatched. But I've not received anything from Disney. So I'm thinking they better be sent, because the thing was, I bought, I've got 2 headbands, which are, so there's 12 headbands in the set, and I've got the first 2. So I've ordered the 3rd one.
So just quickly, by the set, Kelly is talking about the Disney's 50-year celebration.
No.
Oh, is it not?
No,
Sorry,
no.
I'm wrong. So rewind.
It is sort of in part, but it's not that. So basically, they are celebrating 12 specific rides in Disney. So one of them is Space Mountain, which I got, the one with the rocket.
Yeah.
And then the other one is Pirates of the Caribbean. So I had a little pirate hat on one of the ears, the black and gold one. Now the 3rd one, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I ordered that one. And so while I was looking, as Mark was going to say, all the 50th anniversary ears. So I ordered quite a few 50th anniversary ears. In fact, I've ordered all of them except for the 2 really expensive ones. Now, the 2 really expensive ones, one is £180 and the other one is £600. So unless I have a little windfall, I'm not going to be buying.
Ears, 800.
Yeah, 600.
600 for ears. Oh
one is £180 and the other one is £600.
Now, I know I did say I'd get Kelly some ears, but I'm not getting the £600 ears.
So what I'm saying is, unless I have a little windfall, I won't be getting those ears.
Well, Karen said the more ears, the better. And thank you as well for your message, Karen. I hope you're well as well. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I hope everyone's well. Yeah.
Aoife said, where are we? I went on WhatsApp. My ex put up a new photo on WhatsApp. I screenshot. Got to send it to you via email. Okay. I hope it wasn't anything bad. Charlie said it's good that Mark's back in the team again. Oh, thank you. We're back in the team. Fist bump. And Aoife said just going to send 3 pictures. One with the engagement ring with David, and then there's 2 other pictures. The one with the brown t-shirt is recent. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We'll have a look at those when you get to come through. You're saying about your ears.
So I was saying about the ears. So basically, I got several 50th anniversary ears. One was a lounge fly. One was a normal Disney. One was black and gold, which had 50th on it. One was the iridescent. So I got I got the series. And the only 2 that I don't have are the really expensive ones, which are the 2 expensive ones. So anyway, as I was going in, I was ordering my ears, a new set of ears. I thought, oh my God, all the 50th anniversary ones are gone. The only 50th anniversary one left is one that's got blue and the gold sort of ear. That's it. All the other ones have got the iridescent ones. Now, there was a point when you went on to buy ears at Disney, people were buying 10. The maximum you could buy per person was 10. And people were going on and buying them and then selling them on eBay for an extortionate amount of money.
Why would you want to buy 10? I can't think, unless you've got a massive family. I can say the only reason you would buy 10 is then to sell them on.
To then sell them on. So, it was getting really unfair. And I've lost out a few times on different ears, unfortunately. But I've been really lucky with the 50th anniversary ones because they've only now done them 1 per person, but 2 per household. So if I ordered one and Mark ordered one, that'd be fine because it's going to the same house, but 2 different people ordering it. And so now you're actually able to buy you've actually got a chance to get the ears. So I'm lucky that I've got all of the series bar the 2 that I said.
So the moral of the story is, if you want your 50th celebration anniversary ears, make sure you order them quickly because they are going like
they're gone. There's only one type left, which is the blue with the gold diamantes on them. That's the only one of the 50th that is left.
It's because it's anniversary, they go really, really quick.
They would have gone quicker if people were allowed to buy 10.
Okay.
Then I would have had to have really like bought them like really quickly.
Anyway, there's our thing on ears. Aoife's asked, can we give your honest opinion on David's eyes? All right. Well, so we'll have a look at that when the photo comes through.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it like now, but I'll let you know. After the live.
Oh, and she said she'll never stop seeing you as her sister figure.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. That's so kind. But go on.
Well, no, go on. After you.
No, what were you going to say?
Well, I was going to go on to my tip of the week.
Well, let's do your tip of the week.
So, as you know, I like to do my tip of the week of things that we have eaten we like to share. Now, last week, obviously, didn't do it for illness reasons, but now this is a bit of a weird one, me showing you this, because I have eaten pretty much all of them. However,
shocking.
So, the 2 new tips of the week. If you can make out the packet, because I have ripped it open a little bit. So now, as we know, Easter is coming up. So we have bought these. Now, this is Marks and Spencer's hot cross buns, but there's 2 of them. There might actually be another set as well.
There is another set because Richard mentioned, to get hot cross buns. I'm not a lover of hot cross buns, I've got to be honest. But I was in Marks and Spencer's and I saw these hot cross buns and I thought, you know what? Let me give these ones a try. So
and they are very, very nice. So there's 2 actually recommendations we got for you as well. So these are the golden blonde chocolate and salted caramel hot cross buns. All right. So not just any hot cross buns, golden blonde chocolate and salted caramel. If you toast these, which you don't tend to do.
No, I don't toast.
But I toast mine. It does start to melt the sugars inside it, which is really nice. Be careful though, because it burns in seconds, and I literally mean seconds. When I was roasted, I took my off of it for literally 2 seconds to find some, looked over, and you could see the smoke coming off it already. So you've really got to keep your eye on them. So there's those ones, and these have all gone, but these are my favourite, and these are the blueberry hot cross buns. They do taste like blueberry muffins. If you like blueberry muffin, you will love these 4 blueberry hot cross buns, again from Marks and Spencer. Now, interestingly enough,
don't drop it because these are my favourite.
These are Kelly's favourites. Now, they're not that high. They don't rise that high.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was because it might have been squashed in the bag.
Well, I think it's because my guess is because it's so dense with sugar in there that I think that's the reason why you weren't getting a rise out of them. But they are fantastic. They're very sticky. They're very gooey. You can chase the salted caramel in there. And it gives a really delicious salted caramel flavour. Out of the 2, that's Kelly's favourite. Mine, as you can tell, they've all gone, was the blueberry. And you do have that lovely blueberry taste in there. So that is our recommendation of the week. Marks and Spencer's, the golden blondes, chocolate and salted caramel, and the blueberry ones. There we are.
Now, there is another one which is made with Bramley apple. And I'm actually going to order those.
Oh, we should
and so we can try those ones and see how those ones are. Obviously, I'll order the other 2 because Mark likes the blueberry and I like the blonde. Be careful. I know he's putting his hands on mine and I'm like, be careful because my knee hurts.
Aoife said, do not like being treated like a bratty child. 9 o'clock, phone taken from me. Oh, no. I know they're probably thinking they're doing it for your good, but I know what you're saying. When you're an adult, you just want to be.
Yeah, when you're an adult, you just want to do what you want to do when you want to do it.
It's been a long time since I've been told what not. Well, no, actually, not from you, but it's been a while since from another adult that I've been told what not to do.
Some people need to be told what to do. Some people need to be told.
Charlie said, do you know how many videos are now? 31 videos.
Wow.
And this is on your new channel. Now, when I say your new channel, because I know...
you've got several channels.
You have, haven't you? Charlie Dolby Adventures 2 is different from your best Charlie Dolby other one as well. Oh, sorry, Charlie Dolby Best Video. That was the other one you've got. Wow, 31 videos.
Wow.
We'll have to, and I will have a look at those now. I'm feeling a bit better. And Richard as well. I will be checking out some of your ones as well, and everybody else with the videos on the channel. I will be now back into the swing of doing it. Sahinaz, if you're coming on as well, I will check out yours.
Yeah, because Sahinaz has done a few.
Yeah,
she's done a few videos.
So I haven't got around to doing them this week. It's amazing, actually, when you don't go back onto social media for an entire week, how much you miss. When you come back, you think, "Wow, I've missed a lot."
And I think a lot of people can dedicate time to certain things, or have people. So I'm assuming, I don't know if Sahinaz edits her own videos, or someone edits them for her. But I feel like sometimes when I see all of these videos, I'm thinking, wow, how are people putting up like...
We've been bad.
Yeah.
I'm claiming illness. But,
with you, it's illness, you're working and you're studying. With me, I'm studying, but also I'm finding it difficult to concentrate. To actually get down, put my head down and say, right, do you know what? Today I'm going to edit some videos or whatever it is I'm going to do. But I think now that I've got my last assessment, I successfully passed Unit 1 and 2. I think after I've done the last assessment, I need to do a couple of other things. But after that, I hope anyway, that I'll be more mindful and can get down to editing the videos, because you normally do the thumbnails for the videos.
Yeah, I do. But yeah.
And I haven't. We've got a couple that I haven't uploaded from the camera. I meant to tell you to bring the camera up earlier, but I need to take them from the camera to put them on.
Well, of course, luckily we've got stuff in the bag, because we've not been able to go out for the last week or so. So,
yeah.
So I'm just catching up now with those. Oh, poor Aoife, she's got it's soup and spuds, eggs, boiled, poached, and water with juice. So it's a bit of a
squash. Squash.
Yes, says Charlie. So 31 videos on the new channel. Like to see it. Oh, the photos have been sent to us. And corn on the cob from Domestic Style. Given my allergies, I've been given those. Oh dear, you got.
I like corn on the cob.
Oh, I love corn on the
cob. I love corn.
Oh, talking of corn on the cob, where do we have that delicious? Talk about that. Now, we had the most amazing corn on the cob, but I will let Madame tell you.
So, another tip of the week. If you enjoy...
You get 3 this week. Sorry.
If you enjoy Wagamama's, Wagamama's are doing a new side. Well, they're doing a couple of new sides. One was the chili tama squid, which is just... They normally do a tama squid, and then with the chili tama squid, they've added chili to the chili tama squid. So whenever we order tama squid, I always order the chili tama squid, and you like just the normal chili squid. And I really enjoy those. But our tip is the corn on a cob. It's really delicious. It's so delicious. I've got to admit, when we went to order it during the week, but they didn't have any of the corn on the cob was sold out.
Do you know what? That's the thing. It is so good. Now you might just think, well, corn on the cob, and it's only small little portions. So it's almost like they've taken one corn on the cob and cut it into little discs. Now you think, well, it's just corn on the cob. I don't know what they do to it. Now Kelly and I differ, because I think it's dipped in soy sauce. Yeah. You don't think it is?
I think it's Japanese, and I don't think, although maybe some Japanese do use soy sauce, maybe, I don't think that I think it's more of a teriyaki sauce,
right,
rather than soy sauce. But there is soy sauce in teriyaki, but it's not a straight up, because it's too thick. It's too thick to be soy sauce.
Well, I shall tell you why you're wrong.
Go on.
But I'm going to say it's unbelievable. I never would have thought to put soy sauce or teriyaki sauce or whatever sauce it is with the sweet corn, but it really does add to the flavor. It's got a delicious sort of salty flavor to it as well, but it's so good. I cannot recommend that enough. If you guys do go to Wagamama's, that is our recommendation. We do not think you'll be disappointed.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you don't like soy sauce or
teriyaki
sauce.
Yeah, because soy sauce is quite a thin sauce.
Sweet corn.
Yeah, or sweet corn. Soy sauce is quite a thin sauce. You can get thicker teriyaki sauce, but you would still need to dilute it. It would be too thick just to have on its own, let's say. So you normally, when you have soy sauce, you normally mix it with something, unless you're having it on sushi, which I guess sushi is Japanese, maybe. Maybe I'm not too hot on all my Asian sort of like regions, and so normally you would put a bit of soy sauce, But the soy sauce that they have in the sushi is not as salty as normal soy sauce. So the one that we had was quite a nice, sweet, sticky sauce, which is why my belief is leaning more towards teriyaki rather than soy.
Well, we will see. We must go in there and ask them next time we go into the restaurant. We'll have to ask them. So Richard said, do you like an East London classic meal pie and mash?
Ooh.
Now you go first.
I do like pie and mash. I don't eat it very often because I'm never really in the mood to eat pie. But there have been instances where, do you know what? I think, do you know what? I'm going to have pie and mash. But I don't necessarily always like it with gravy.
Well, funny you should say that, Richard, actually. So I used to live near Walthamstow, and there used to be, it's gone now, but there used to be one there, which was a pie and mash store as well. Now, as you know, I'm pescatarian as well, but they do vegetarian pies. They even do vegan pies. But they are on demand. They won't have them there in the thing. He'll have to go out the back, or she'll have to go out the back, whoever, and make them.
Yeah.
But they will have them there on demand as well. But I do like the way it's served. So you got the pie, the mash, which is obviously spooned on the side, and then the liquor, which is the parsley sauce.
Yeah.
Best ones in Greenwich.
Oh, really? Where?
Starlight has contacted us. Is that? I can't understand what you're writing. Is that Portuguese?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Starlight. We're not very.
Yeah.
In Irish it means hello. How are you?
Oh.
Aoife will know. Aoife might know. Yeah, Aoife's responded.
Oh.
How are you, Starlight? Really, I couldn't work it out then for a second.
There's only.
Is it Celtic?
There's only 2 people I know that speak. Is it Gaelic?
Gaelic?
It's
sorry,
Gaelic, isn't it?
Gaelic,
There's only 2 people that I know that speak Gaelic, which is my best friend's mum and her brother. And every time where they're in it, they speak fluent. They speak in Gaelic. I don't know what they're saying, obviously. But I don't even think my friend knows fully because he didn't learn it. But he knows what certain words mean. The only words that I remember was Donandaris. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it means close the door. Donandaris.
Aoife just said, she's a fluent Irish speaker as well.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
there you go.
So Rich just said, going back to the pie and mash. How are you, Starlight, as well? Really glad to see you again.
Oh.
Really glad you can make it on.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes. Rich has said, Greenwich Marketplace, pie and mash, plus you can have another food there. It's very popular. Where's the Greenwich Market?
We went there and I had the fruit with the chocolate. We went many years ago because we went through the market. We've been a couple of times to the centre of Greenwich, where we went to the market, and I think we went around Cutty Sark at one point. And all of that, but we haven't been for a little while. We should probably pop down there. There is a place that I want to try down there, but it's more heading towards Deptford, I think. I don't really know that area that well. I do know Greenwich Market well, but we've never been to like the observatory or
and actually
anywhere around there.
No,
really.
when we go to Greenwich, we end up always going to the O2.
That's what
we
pretty
end up
much.
doing.
We go to the O2 and stuff.
We haven't been to the market for a while,
and it's expensive to park.
Oh God,
so
yeah,
expensive.
Greenwich. Well, London, especially central London, particularly, but it's very expensive to park.
Yeah, we'll have to take. I mean, we can get there by train.
Oh, it's 35 minutes from Richard's house.
Oh, yeah, we could get there by train.
We can get there by train. Eva asked if we can open the email.
Not yet, but after the live we will.
Yeah, we will
after the live. I don't want to interrupt it, but yeah, after the live. Because we can go by train, and I remember sort of spending time in the centre of Greenwich, because we went to Greenwich a couple of times. But in all the time, because I have been to, don't get me wrong, I've been to Greenwich a few times, but in all the times that I've been to Greenwich, because they've got like, it's all sort of like all built up where the observatory is. I think I've only ever been into the park maybe once or twice. I've never even really been in the park. I've only been in the centre where the market is really, and around, a little bit around the Cutty Sark. But yeah, it's probably a place that really we should go to. And then even if we go there, we can always get a boat into London.
Yeah.
And back again or something like that. I think that would be quite cool.
So yeah, we will have a look to do that as well. And film around there. We went there a long time ago, but like I said, we've been to the O2 quite a few times.
Yeah, we've been to the O2 a few times,
from some of our videos as well.
Yeah.
And yet, did you know it's got a beach? Has it?
Well, it's not a beach per se. It's more like an inlet, right? Rather than
technically a beach.
Yeah, rather than a beach. It's not sandy or anything like that.
No.
Yeah, it's not like a because it's the Thames.
So Aoife and Starla, how close are you to the beach where you live? Because I know I was looking. Aoife, you did show us where you lived. You don't seem too far from the beach, but I just wondered, are you close to the coast? Aoife said, please open the photos on the email and your first automatic gut feeling on your David's eyes. We will do it after live. We will do
after the live, yeah, but not during the live.
Oh, so we got somebody new, Miss Moreau.
Hi.
Hi guys, loving your blogs. Oh, lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Really nice of you to join us.
I'm glad you could join us.
Yeah, glad you could join us. We were just doing a little chat on Greenwich, Pie and Mash, which Richard was recommending. And where to go for somewhere to eat locally. So that was what we were just talking about. Canary Wharf has a hidden sandy beach.
Oh, really?
But work with rides and times. Oh, that's interesting. We'll have to. So if we do go there, we'll have to film that actually, so you guys can see.
There's quite a few hotels in Canary. Do you know what? I find Canary Wharf one of them funny places that's just very out of the way. And I think it's based on, like, Canary Wharf, I think, is based on Canada Square. They actually have a Canada Square there. And if you are in Canada and you go to Toronto, they have a Canada Square. And I think the premise is based on that. So they have an underground, they've got the underground city. And I know they do have an underground walk in Canary Wharf. But I just find it's just very separate from London. It's classed as London and it's very built up, but it's very much like there's a part of Greenwich which is more industrial, I suppose, than anything else. And I find that with Canary Wharf.
Well, for those of you that don't live in London or not familiar with London, so Canary Wharf is kind of what they call the city. So it's got all the big high-rise buildings with which are office blocks. Very famous for the HSBC Tower, which is the tallest building in the UK, which is situated there. London's totally different from Paris, for example, in the sense that all the new build in Paris is all on the outskirts. So the central Paris is kept pretty much in the traditional Parisian sense, those old oldie buildings. London's the opposite. So all the new builds are right in the middle. So Canary Wharf is pretty much the new build.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call it the city. It might be classed as the financial district.
Yeah, sorry, the financial district. That's what I meant.
Because the city is more what I would call, like Liverpool Street, Farringdon. That's all the city. And then you have the West End, which is all sort of like Covent Garden and Leicester Square and all of those types of places. But yeah, I would class Canary Wharf more financial. But there are loads of businesses there, and I remember when Canary Wharf was sort of coming into being.
Yeah, I do.
Because it was really cheap to buy a place.
It was. You know what? When I first moved to London, that was it. So I came to London in 1994. And I do remember there were adverts from about 94 to about 97 advertising. You could get a property in Canary Wharf for about £70,000. Now that back then was relatively cheap. Now those places would be worth over £1 million.
Oh goodness, yeah. And I remember because in the 80s they always used to advertise Milton Keynes. So in the 80s on Channel 4, and I remember this, they always would advertise Milton Keynes, and Milton Keynes was one of these new places that was being built at the time, and they were trying to get people to sort of like move to Milton Keynes and stuff like that. But Milton Keynes for me again is one of those places that's just very out of the way, and it's quite expensive to, like, if you want to come to work in London, you actually do spend quite a lot on your journey fare. And it's the same as if you live in Essex, because normally from Essex you get a train into Liverpool Street, unless you're on the tube line, and I believe it's the red one, so I think that's the Central line. And obviously you can come into London that way, but again, it's really expensive. Like if you're buying a monthly, train card or whatever, rail card or whatever it is, the people that I've spoken to who live in Essex, is like really expensive. Now in London, we live in the sort of centre of London, we live in zones, so I thought it went up to 7, but actually I think it goes up to zone 9.
Does it?
So yeah,
Richard will know. Is that right, Richard? Is it 9 zones now for the?
Yeah, actually, Richard probably will know if it's 9 zones. I actually think it's actually 9 zones, and so if you, I mean, living in zone 4, it's almost £2,000, or just £2,000 a year, right, to buy a travel card zone 1 to 4. I can only imagine if you don't even live in a zone. How much is that?
It'd be really expensive.
You will have to earn
coming in from out of there,
and you don't even live in a zone. It's so expensive, and so normally what people do is they buy their rail card, and then what they tend to do is hang out with the people from work. And so when you're hanging out with the people from work, you literally stay in the area where you work, because if you're going anywhere else, that's extra expense.
Right. We've got a few comments in. So, so Aoife's asked, could you look up André Rieu and musical theatre? Okay, we'll have a look at that. Oh, and so Aoife's away an hour from the beaches, but she also says pie and mash and chips, yum. We will talk about pie and mash in a minute again. So Richard says, yeah, Canada Square is based, I think, on Canada and its trade with them. Also, you'll see the famous Millwall Docks and Thames Ironworks now for the football club. Yes, so that's right, the Millwall. I believe it or not, I believe Millwall Football Club used to be sponsored by Lewisham Council, I believe. Aoife said, Kelly, I was ringing the buzzer bell as a sense of humour and laughed at the eye roll.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, they don't like that.
Listen, don't start winding the people up that are meant to be looking after you. That's the one thing you don't want to do.
Karen said it's quite salty. I forget what we were talking about.
I think is it living near the coast is quite salty?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Living near the coast, or are you talking about soy sauce?
Yes, soy sauce. Yeah, it is salty. We're talking about yes, of course.
Yeah, that is quite salty.
But it honestly, Karen, it is delicious. I really recommend it. If you do, I don't know if you ever tried Wagamama's before, but I would recommend it.
Wholeheartedly recommend Wagamama's.
Richard said, yes, it's 9 zones. He's right. Yes. And extended zones.
Wow.
Aoife's asked if we do a trip to Liverpool. Now, we would love to do that. We haven't done a trip to Liverpool.
I've been to Liverpool, but I haven't done a trip.
Yeah.
I haven't done Liverpool for very many years. Very, very many years.
So we will have to do that. We did, as you guys would have seen, we did Cadbury Water. We did go to Birmingham and film that. We've done Bath, we've done Rochester, we've done quite a few places in the UK, but we do need to do that and come and see Charlie up in, we'll have to do something up in Hessel or Hull. And
Birmingham, I think there's 2 people in Birmingham. I think it's Ray and, she was talking to me the other day. Is it Ivy? Ivy.
And Richard's got cousins that live in Liverpool. Right now, you guys want to get back into the pie and mash, I can tell, because we can see it here. So Richard said he prefers double pie and mash. Now, I have seen that. Are you saying, Richard, you're going quantity over, not quality, but you'll go for that quantity? And if you're getting 2 pie ones, which one do you go for?
Yeah, which pies would you get?
And Karen says, I love pie roast potatoes, vegetables, and gravy.
Yeah. Because there was a place that we went to in London.
Oh yeah, that was not now. Go on, you tell.
And it was scripted. I haven't edited the video because it was just after Christmas, right? It wasn't before Christmas.
It was just after Christmas.
It was just after Christmas.
The crypt is just off Trafalgar Square. And it's a famous, almost like art gallery, isn't it? You go down there, but they have an amazingly good valued food stall just underneath. But
I think the underneath is actually connected to a church, right? I think so. Basically, there's a cylindrical lift above ground, and you get in the lift and you go below ground, but it's actually attached I reckon, to a church, because there's quite a lot of arches underground.
Is it St Martin's Church? I think that's right next to it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So,
because it is Central St Martin's Lane. It is St Martin's Lane. So, yeah, that would make sense. When you go there, I don't, it's really, the prices are really, really inexpensive. And it's just a great place. If you wanted to go there and just, you were on your own, like, and you didn't have anybody with you, and you just wanted to be quiet, read a book or whatever, it's one of those sorts of places where you wouldn't feel out of place.
No, it's one of these, almost like a canteen, this place. So when we went, they were doing pie, and it's quite reasonable for what you get. So you get pie, your veg. Well, I forget the pie. I had this vegetable pie.
Pomety pie,
which was delicious. I really enjoyed my pie.
Yeah. Mark and I differ a bit, because I thought the pie was good. I liked the crust and everything else, but it needed seasoning. There wasn't enough seasoning in it. It was very much like school. For me, is very much reminiscent of school dinners.
Oh, it was better than school dinners.
No, very much. That's where we differ.
Well, we went to different schools, so that your school.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. We did get to different
right
schools.
Now then, we've got a few things on food, and they're flying in thick and fast. So Charlie asks, if you had a choice, would you go for KFC, McDonald's, or Burger King?
KFC all day long.
Now, me being pescatarian, I'm going to go. I'm actually going to go. I haven't had Burger King for ages. I would probably like to try Burger King, but out of those ones, I would probably have to go. I would go Burger King.
I would say Burger King the least. But do you know what it is about KFC that I love? Well, I say crunchy. It hasn't been crunchy skin for years. But I love the skin of KFC, and so I like the thighs. And sometimes I do like getting a chicken, like a Zinger Tower burger meal. Ooh!
Right, here we go. So Aoife says she likes mashed peas, egg, and carrots. Oh wow. Near in Greenwich, says Richard, a single pie and mash are huge.
Wow.
And Charlie said, I like pie with gravy, veg, and mash. So you guys are going for pie. Well,
what type of pies?
What pie are you guys going
for?
Do let us know. In the meantime, though, Aoife says, can you give the nurse a call and give her some grief? If you want somebody to give grief, Madame will give grief.
I only give grief when it's warranted. And if you're actually pressing the buzzer on purpose, I can't call someone and give them grief because you're actually doing it on purpose. But
if I did that, you'd give me grief.
Yeah, if you were ringing, pressing the bell on purpose, of course I'd give you grief.
I'll tell you what, if let me do the call and then I'll get grief.
Can you imagine?
And then Kelly could pass on the grief. Now, Richard said, I never put anything green with egg. Oh, right. So you won't do veg and egg. Just a thing I do. So you would avoid that.
Like broccoli or spinach or anything like that.
Now, that's interesting. Would you not have an omelette with greenery in it? Because I always do.
I would. I'd have it with spinach.
Yeah. So is there any, just out of interest, is there any food combinations that you guys are an absolute no-no? Apart from
spring onion. Love spring onion.
So is there an absolute no-no that you guys go for, apart from the obvious, like something like ice cream and cabbage? Is there anything that you would just not do? So you don't like something hot and cold, two types of food merged together that could go together, but you wouldn't do? Yeah,
tuna and cheese.
Oh, so now Charlie would prefer the McDonald's if it's just for the puddings. Oh, right. So you only go for the desserts. Not what would you go for the mains though? What would you go for your savoury?
I do like McDonald's. And I do like the Big Tasty or things like that.
And Aoife would go for quantity over quality. I'm shocked. Or are you just saying quantity over quality? I am shocked, Aoife. I thought you would go the other way around.
Oh. I like oh yeah, I didn't say what pie I liked. I actually like I like chicken. If there's chicken and bacon, I will normally go for chicken and bacon. If there is beef, I really do like beef pie, but it just depends on what type of beef. And I don't always like, beef and ale pie or something, with all of that type of stuff in it. But I'm not fond of,
oh, I think it's a delivery.
Is it? And I don't really like,
I think it's your mother.
Oh, is it? I'm not really into beef and kidney. Something like that. So yeah, I'll have to get my glasses now because Mark's gone. Oh yeah, luckily I've kept my glasses. So yeah, so I think for me, and I do like mash, but I also do like roasted potatoes. Do you know what I mean? So I think I would probably have when we went to the crypt, actually, we got Mark got the normal whatever it was. I think it was like boiled potatoes and a bit of veg and stuff. But I said, "Oh no, can I have the?" They had a roast there. I can't remember what roast that they had, but there was roast potatoes and things like that on it. And I said, "Oh, can I have the roast potatoes?" Right, I'm not a lover of boiled potatoes, so I just asked for the roasted potatoes, and they were fine with that, and they gave me roast potatoes with a little bit of veg. But I had the chicken and I think it was chicken leek and bacon or something like that. Um, okay, so omelette, that's different. It's hidden, and I don't like the color green with egg. But if it's hidden, it's okay. Do you know what? I really love spring onion in an omelette. I feel that's really good. Like, so when, like, if you're frying up spring onions, or if you're frying up a bit of what you call it, spinach or something like that, I really enjoy that. Do you know what Mark likes though? He likes broccoli. I'm not too sure if I like broccoli in my eggs, in my omelette, but yeah, Mark always puts broccoli in his omelette, which is enjoyable with my videos. I don't actually know because I haven't had a look at your videos for about a week, but I'll take another look and then I'll let you know. Steak pie and mashed potatoes. Yeah. Do you know what? I do like steak in my pie. I just don't want steak and kidney or steak and ale. But if it's just like a normal steak pie, yeah, I would go for that all day long. Um, Staff nurse hates me. Ah, I rang the bell purposefully for fun. Needed a giggle. Well, like I said, if someone's taking care of you, don't make them angry because you're going to have to deal with that nurse now for the however long she's on shift for. You don't want tension. Um. Yeah. Oh, healing vibrations. Don't forget her name is Aoife. But you probably don't know how to spell it, but it's Aoife. Aoife. That's how you spell Aoife. Um. Quantity over quality every time. Really? No, I'm all about the quality. Mark prefers the quantity, but I'm all about quality because if it don't taste nice to me, it's not an enjoyable experience. So then you're just eating something for the sake of eating it, and I'm not really about that. So I like the food to taste a certain way, and I like to season it in a certain way. And I think when we went to the crypt and had the pie and mash, so pie potatoes and veg. I liked it, but it was for the palate of when I was younger, not for the palate that I have now. So if I was at school still, I would have really enjoyed that, lapped it up, eating it and everything else. But it definitely needed seasoning, and it just didn't have that seasoning. So it's what made me I just thought, oh, do you know what? It's nice, but it was too plain for me. It needed something. I enjoy your live stream. See you in a bit. Have a nice day, Kelly and Mark. Oh, bless you. Thank you. And hopefully see you in a bit, Charlie. Um, I live in Chigwell. Quality every time, unless chocolate or Lego overloaded. Really? Lego? You don't eat Lego though, right? Um, uh, unless it's chocolate or I live in Chigwell, quality every time. Okay. So you mean then um you don't mind that it's not like quality chocolate? Is that what you're trying to say? But I really do enjoy quality chocolate. Again, I'm one of those people that if you're ever on a diet or something like that and you're going to break a diet, don't break it for a rubbish piece of chocolate. Break it for that good piece of chocolate. Do you know what I mean? It just makes sense. Um Richard's Adventures, you are making me famished. Yeah. Chocolate always quality. Yeah, exactly. I Don't get me wrong, there are so many Cadbury's chocolates that I like, and there are a couple of Lindt chocolates that I like as well. But my overall favorite has to be Leonidas. I really, really enjoy that. Please do not leave the chat. But sometimes people just drop in or they need to go or whatever, and it's okay because other people drop in. So if people need to go, I'm never offended. You know what I mean? Because if you need to go, you need to go. There are other things that we've got to do in life. But what has everybody had for tea this evening? I haven't eaten this evening, but I did have a ham and toasted cheese sandwich earlier, which I really enjoyed. But I don't just have ham and toasted cheese. I like to sprinkle a bit of, do you know what I mean? Like different seasonings on top just to give it that little extra oomph. But I remember I went to stay with a cousin. I was so young at the time. And she said, "Oh, do you want a toasted cheese sandwich?" And she put like cheese, bit of tomato, some seasoning on it, and it tasted like a pizza on toast. I was so impressed. I was just like, "Oh my god, this is delicious." It was so good. Um Kelly, she hates my guts. I'm certain of it. Well, then stop winding her up. Nobody likes to be wound up. So stop winding her up. I'm sure if you stop winding her up and you just sort of like changed a little bit, I think she would take to you probably a lot more. But if you keep winding her up or if you keep doing things that they're asking you not to do, then yeah, definitely I can imagine yeah, it's not going to be the most pleasant of experiences. But just remember, you're there for the next few days. You might as well try and get on with her. Do you know what I mean? Or you might as well try and get on with all the staff, as many of the staff as you can, because you know you're going to be there for the next few weeks. Accidentally got Dots. Accidentally got Dots Lego pencil case, and it's on sale. Had slipped, hand slipped. Uh, Filled in basket and money paid it. Oh dear. Oh dear. And it fell in the basket. Oh, I see. Kelly, my dear sis figure, the staff nurse definitely hates me. Look, then make it your mission to turn that around. Make it your mission. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to, when you make an impression, sometimes you have to try and change that person's mind. Do you know what I mean? So make it a challenge for yourself that you're going to, you know, get her to change her mind about you. Do it like that. See it as a challenge, and you're going to get her to change her mind. And see what comes of it. You're there for however many days. Do you know what I mean? You might as well try it. But yeah, definitely out of the foods that we've mentioned, I would, if you like, you know, like noodles and salmon and prawns and all that, I would definitely suggest Wagamama's. I absolutely love Wagamama's. I can't tell you enough. Like the favorite dishes that I get from Wagamama's, I always have staple dishes. And I think we do that wherever we go. Whenever we go to a restaurant, I think everybody has their staple, their go-to dish, right? Now, there are some restaurants who change their menu weekly, and if the restaurants are good, you will go there and you will choose like the different dishes because you know the restaurant's nice, you know the quality of the food is nice, and it's rare that you're going to be disappointed if you choose something else on the menu. But normally, when you go to a regular restaurant, you normally stick to your go-to dishes. So, like if you're going to Wagamama's, you'll have that dish. If you're going to McDonald's, you might have that dish. If you're going to Prezzo, you might have that dish. If you're going to, you know, wherever like Bill's, you might have that dish. If you're going to Dishoom, you might have that dish. Do you know what I mean? So there are standard dishes that you know that you will stick to. Now, when I go to Wagamama's, my staple main dish will always be teriyaki salmon, which is with the noodles. Now, sometimes I actually switch up dishes, and sometimes I might have something else, but it's rare. My staple dish will be that. Sometimes I might get the chicken chai han, which is like chicken fried rice, which is also really nice. So normally I will go, and then if I'm fancying a salad, they do like a pad thai salad, but it's not always on the takeaway menu. So you normally have to go in and get that. But also my staple size that I really enjoy are the ebikatsu, which is the breaded prawns. It's panko breaded prawns, and the other one is the pork hirata buns, which are like buns with pork and apple in it. So good! It's so good. So I really enjoy that. So those are my normal staple. And then if I'm adding little things, If I'm gonna have like little add-ons or sharers or something like that, then chili tama squid. And I also love the chicken yakitori. They did chicken wings at one time, but they've stopped the chicken wings. But if they did do chicken wings again, I would definitely get chicken wings because I really enjoy that. And for dessert, it has to be the white chocolate and ginger cheesecake. I love that. And do you know what? The other day we did order Wagamama's, and I ordered the white chocolate and ginger cheesecake because I hadn't had it in so long, and it was so good. It was so good. But I can't remember the last time when I had a white chocolate and ginger cheesecake, but it was really, really good. Let me catch up with some messages here. I had a fried egg, one rasher, and 2 sausages. Ooh, nice. You say tea tonight, I say dinner, which is true. Some people say tea, some people say dinner. I normally say dinner, to be fair. I don't normally say tea, but I do normally say dinner. I had steak pie, Sainsbury's, and carrots, and baby spuds, and broccoli in green exo cube. Oh, right, that's the vegetable one, isn't it? And seasoned sea salt and black pepper, and watched yeah, and your cat was watching you eat, was she? Bless her. Pork and apple go together, yeah. As the saying goes, married together. Do you know what though? I'm not really a lover of, things like apple sauce with your pork and things like that. I'm not really a big lover of it, but I really like it in the pork hirata buns. I like the apple in it. But that being said, I really do love cranberry sauce. I really love it. Like, so if I'm having like a roast dinner, I really love cranberry sauce to go along with my roast dinner. Yeah, I pile it on my plate. Really love it. Now, I've tried a few cranberry sauces. I've never made my own, and one day I will make my own. But the best cranberry sauce I feel is the Marks and Spencer's one. It's so, I've tried the Ocean Spray, and I've tried like the Tesco's own and all that, type of stuff. But I've got to say the best one is the Marks and Spencer's cranberry sauce. It's delicious, absolutely delicious. Kelly, 7 freaking PM comes in, claps her thumb paws, and starts the, oh, it's time for nightwear and getting settled, and a tea tray will be round. Well, do you know what? I suppose if you are in the ward and they need you to get dressed in your night gear at a certain time or whatever, I suppose that would be the case. I think if it was me and I wasn't going anywhere, I'd probably get up, have my shower, and then get dressed back in my pajamas, because I wouldn't be going anywhere. So I think that's probably, if I was there, that's probably what I would do. Get up, showered, dressed and stuff, and then get back in my pajamas. Yeah, that's pretty much what I would do. I'd probably have a day pajama and a night pajama or something like that, or like a few pajamas that I can switch in and out of, night dresses that I can switch in and out of. Oh, M&S. Oh, yeah, that's right. Their cranberry sauce, I don't know what they've done to it compared to the other brands, but it's really nice. I'm yet to find. I like to have a few different brands. Do you know, I tried the Heinz mayonnaise, and I don't like it. It's not as good as Hellman's. And I've tried a few different mayonnaises, but I tell you, Hellman's mayonnaise for me is the best mayonnaise. Just like the Heinz tomato ketchup. But in saying that, M&S do quite a good ketchup as well. Sometimes the Heinz can be a little bit vinegary, but I also do like, I've got to say, I do like M&S's ketchup, but I normally go for the Heinz tomato ketchup normally. I want a video of a drive to Liverpool and all down the motorways. Really? I think, do you know what? I never think of filming when we're driving somewhere, to be quite honest. It's never on my mind, oh yeah, we should film wherever we're going to or whatever. So I suppose, yeah, if people are into that, do you know what I mean? Because Richard's quite good. If he's going on his travel, he actually films the journey. I tolerate chicken lamb korma or aloo keema, which is mincemeat, peas, potatoes, and peas. Oh, really? Do you only tolerate it? You don't enjoy it? I don't own a car, but bus tip is awesome and cheaper. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. With onions. Do you know what? I'm not. I love korma. Yeah, lamb korma would probably be the one. But I gotta say, I prefer Thai chicken curries. If you get the right place, oh god, Thai chicken curry is so good. But you have to get the right place because sometimes a lot of people put too much lemongrass or whatever, and it can taste quite soapy. So you just got to be careful, like who and where you try the Thai chicken curry. I lost my train of thought there because Mark's downstairs and he's got the door open and I can feel the draft. I think he's talking to my brother, and I'm thinking we're in the middle of doing a live and you're just downstairs talking. So yeah, there is a YouTube vid on the motorway. Yeah, there is a YouTube vid on the motorway. Do you know what though? I reckon there probably are a few YouTube videos on the motorway. Steak or chops? Oh, steak, I think. I love pork chops, I really do, but I think I cook more steak than I do pork chops. But do you know what? I do love pork belly. So if I but then again, if I had to choose pork belly or steak, what would I choose? It's a difficult one, isn't it? If the pork belly is cooked correctly, like with a nice bit of crust. Where did we go? And it was the best. Yeah, when we went to Blacklock, and that was the best crackling I've ever had. That pork crackling was really, really good. It wasn't like, sometimes when you get pork crackling and it can be like really hard or really, sometimes with pork crackling, you've got to be a bit careful because sometimes it can be not to the right consistency, or it can be so hard, it's almost like you're breaking your teeth. But this one was almost like it was air popped. It was delicious. I really, really enjoyed it. Back to your question about steak and chops. I think steak over chops. I do plan before end of year to do all the train lines in London. Right. Okay. So that's your plan for the year to do all the all the tube routes. That'll make quite an interesting video. I might be going on a few car meets again. Just hope it goes to plan. Yeah, that's the thing, because you can plan things and you just have to hope that it goes to plan. Do you know what I mean? When you do these things. Who was it? My brother?
No, it was your uncle.
Oh, it was.
So there you go, guys. Sorry, apologies for that. You can tell this is always live because Kelly's uncle just topped up. So I had a quick chat with him. So we're doing the live, and of course, he wanted to chat and chat. So we just thought,
bless him. He was just dropping things off for me to change.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I knew he was coming, but he was supposed to come. What day are we today? Tuesday. He was supposed to come yesterday and drop the stuff off. But he couldn't come for whatever reason, so he's come today to drop the stuff off.
There you go. So welcome to our world. Yes, Kelly's uncle. It was her birthday the other day. We bought him some gifts. Unfortunately, they were slightly too large, so we're gonna have to.
Too small.
Too small. Sorry. No, he said too large.
No, he said too small.
Oh, he said to me too large.
No, the cardigan is too large.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, that's not what we bought. We bought in trainers. The trainers are too small, and my mum bought him a cardigan, and the cardigan's too large.
I'm back, Richard. Yeah. I'm back. Apologies for that, guys. Really, really sorry. That's what happens when you real life gets in the way of the live.
There you go.
So what have I missed? Steak and chops.
I put steak. I do love chops, as you know. But I think I prefer pork belly, especially if pork belly is cooked correctly. And there's very few places that cook pork belly correctly, very few.
Do you know one thing we haven't had for ages is fish and chips? We've mentioned it many times. We keep saying we'll do it, and we don't get around to doing it. So that might be something we'll do this weekend, maybe, as it's Easter.
Yes.
So we will see you. We will be around now, guys. So we will be around for Good Friday as our normal Friday slot. We will be doing this slot, so hopefully you can join us as well. We understand if you're doing some family things or whatever, but we more than welcome to join us for our next Friday live.
Yes. Oh God, yeah. I was thinking we could go to Carvery on Good Friday, but you're right. You're not supposed to eat meat on Good Friday, so it could be
fish and chips.
Fish and chips, actually. But yeah, because I was planning a fish dish for Sunday. But yeah, but you can eat meat on the Sunday. Normally people eat lamb on Easter Sunday. Oh, spring lamb.
So Richard said, here's a funny station announcement. Next station is Battersea Power Station. The next station is the last stop. The big Paris and the Paris station, I tell you, that looks amazing now.
I used to live not too far. Hey Nahar,
how are you? Is your wool market back? I am. Thank you, Nahar. Yeah, I had COVID, as you probably already know. So I'm feeling better now, but I was pretty out of it last week. So I'm glad to see you, and I hope you're well and everything good.
I think we've both still got remnants of it, especially me. My nose is so clogged. And I think yeah, I didn't used to live too far from Battersea Power Station when I was growing up. Actually, I miss Battersea immensely. Battersea and Vauxhall, Victoria, all of that sort of area of London. I really, really miss it. And that was life for me growing up. Sort of there, Covent Garden. So it was Battersea, Vauxhall, Victoria, and Covent Garden were my places that I would be mainly when I was growing up.
Regular haunts.
Yeah.
Oh, I posted some YouTube videos.
Yes, I saw one. And then I saw that you posted one the other day. It was like a few minutes long, but I didn't have time to. I was doing something, so I didn't have time to watch it. But I did see it advertised, so I will go back and I will watch it and I will do a comment on it.
So Nahar, did you take your comments off? Because I remember you were having all those weird comments you were getting.
No, because I saw that, because that was one of the things that I could. It was one of the things that I checked to see if I could comment on it, and you still had the comments on, so yeah.
Oh, so we got somebody else. JD Game says hello.
Hey, hi.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
How are you?
Yes.
You well? We were just doing our little usual ramblings on a Tuesday.
Yeah, on a Tuesday.
What if I missed? We were talking about chops and food and.
Yeah, I was talking about my go-to dishes at Wagamama.
Ah, right. Now we do recommend. I know we've said it many times, but we do recommend that Wagamama's things. Richard said Vauxhall First Bridge in London made of wood.
Wow. Until
the river widened up. The new bridge built for Vauxhall.
I'm just trying to think. Are you talking about the Albert Bridge?
Actually, quite a few London bridges were firstly built by
wood. I would imagine so, and then maybe changed after the Great Fire of London.
There was, and I think they were saying, actually, I was watching a documentary. I think it was on London Bridge, and London Bridge used to have houses on it, houses all the way down it. Of course, the thing is what it got so narrow that it was so difficult for people to get through, because obviously you had each of houses. I mean, it'd be so cool to live on London Bridge.
Can you imagine? That'd be crazy.
That'd be absolutely amazing. But yeah, eventually they got rid of all the houses when they completely rebuilt it.
I was watching Michaela Cole. She was doing it was a few years ago now. She was doing
Who's Michaela Cole?
The one who does chewing gum and I May
Destroy
You.
Yeah.
And I was watching. She was doing I think someone, I don't know, I don't think it was a previous school, but it might have been a previous school, somebody had asked her to do a talk. She'd won some awards and stuff like that. So she came back and she did a talk, and she spoke about where she grew up. Now, she grew up in Tower Hamlets, and she said, what was very poignant, and which is what we talk about quite often between ourselves. You can walk, she goes, when you're walking in London and all this, and just behind in all the big buildings is a little estate where she grew up. She grew up in Tower Hamlets, so not too far from Tower Bridge.
Yeah, that's right, Tower Hamlets.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, that's pretty much not right in the centre, but in the thick of things.
Yeah.
Right? That would be in the centre of the city.
Yeah.
Right. So you're walking around London and you don't realise there are all these little estates where people have lived, Barbican being one of them. But Barbican is quite obvious. So if you go to Barbican, it's like a whole estate of council flats. But though that one you can actually see is quite poignant. But when you go to somewhere like Old Street, right? Old Street is full of council estates. You would never think we're there or whatever. Or you would never notice them because you're always walking the main street of Old Street, right? But if you're walking, let's say, from the end of Farringdon into Old Street, on the left-hand side, as you approach Old Street. You've got like a co-op and all of that. But just behind there are all these flats, all these people who live in the centre of London or who live in the centre of you know, the city. And you would never know what sort of, like, I grew up on an estate, so I know what it's like. And you know, your hops, like, I didn't grow up like right in the centre. I grew up, so, you know, like in zone 2, so Battersea, Clapham Junction, and all of that type of stuff, and these hustle and bustle places. And you don't realise how much you miss them until you move away.
Oh, so we've got somebody new. Has joined us. Thank you for joining us. I hope you're well. And it's just, and they put as well.
Okay.
Richard said Vauxhall Bridge was right. Found out about that in the museum. Right. And also Tower Bridge is fridge in Cockney. Oh, Tower Bridge fridge. I didn't realise that. Right. So you would say that as well. I've got my milk in the Tower
Bridge, right?
I see. I thought you would say I've got my midge in the tower. Got my milk in the tower.
Right.
Cockney rhyming slang runs in my family. I know lots of words and use it. My old flatmate used to say that. He goes, "You better get that essay done, or you'll be brown bread." My name is says
okay. Hello,
Hello,
That's and welcome.
Welcome, Thank you for joining us. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. Oh, Ivy, hello. Hello, my darling. She said, "Oh, so happy to see you, Mark. He was missed." Oh, bless you. Thank you so much.
We were just talking about you, Ivy, earlier, because somebody mentioned about us going to Liverpool, and I said, "Oh, we must go to Birmingham. There are 2 people in Birmingham." And you said Ray, and I said Ivy.
Yes, you did. Yes. You did. Yeah, I'm better. Thank you so much, Ivy. Yeah, I had COVID last week, hence the reason I was off. Well, I say off, but not on.
Yeah. You're still working, but you.
Well, yeah, but I could barely talk. I was. Yeah. Even now, I'm still coughing at parts. But yeah, and I wasn't a pretty sight. I know I'm not the best at times, but especially last week was not. So, but yeah, we're feeling better. Thank you very much. And how are you? Are you feeling well? And where are you from?
Yeah, what part of the world are you from? If you're not in the UK. And even if you are in the UK, what part of the UK are you in?
Oh, so JD Game is Charlie's, another one of his Charlie's. Amala.
Amala. Are we pronouncing it correctly? Amala?
Is it Amala or Umala? Amala.
Amala or Umala, yeah.
It's a beautiful name.
Lovely.
Ivy said, "Oh, bless. Glad you're feeling a little better. Oh, please come visit Birmingham. I'm good, thanks." So we do.
We will. We are making a plan.
Yes, I was going to say, actually, so you guys have given us a few trip ideas, especially not just this live, but previous ones. But we do want to do Liverpool, Birmingham.
I think Liverpool's a strong possibility this year. I think that will be a strong possibility.
And we must, hopefully one day, we will try and do Ireland.
Yeah.
We haven't been to Ireland.
I've never been to Ireland.
No, I haven't either.
And I've got best friends that are, that come from Ireland. So, yeah.
Oh, Umala says we're pronouncing it correctly.
But which one? Amala or what was the?
Umala.
Umala or Amala or, yeah.
I found your channel on my recommended. Oh, good. Thank you.
I hope you like what we do. We mainly do reviews and food and holidays when we get a chance. So hopefully we'll get a chance to go on holiday. I hope.
Yeah, we're hoping so as well. But we do our other content as well. We haven't. We've got loads of videos in the pipeline which we are going to download at some point. But in the interim, we always do our lives every Tuesday and Friday at 6 p.m. So you're more than welcome to join us. We love having you guys.
Feel free to join us and join in.
But yeah, you can drive the chat, whatever you like to talk about. We've got loads of lovely people here.
Yeah.
And Charlie, and this is my channel. This is your gaming channel. My channel personal that I made was Charlie Dolby. Oh, okay. So your JD one is your gaming channel.
Right. Oh, I see.
And I will check that out now. I'm feeling a bit better because I do want to catch up on your gaming channel. I did last catch up with your Minecraft stuff, which was quite good. But Umala. That's right. Yeah, Umala. I found my video on recommended twice this week. So random, but recommended videos are awesome. No, we do like that as well.
Yeah. I've not checked out the recommended section.
Well, actually, funny enough, I do check them out now and again.
Oh, really? I've not checked. I do like to. Because you're on YouTube quite a lot, though.
Well, I do. I love listening. One of the things I do, I think I mentioned this to you guys as well. I'm addicted to it now. Is I do. Allah and the letter A. Umala.
Umala.
Yeah. We got that right? Umala.
Is it as in double O, Umala, or is it Amala as in Amala?
Sorry, we just love to get your name properly.
We like to get things correct.
Because what I don't want you to sit there going, no, that's not what we said. Point and a half for yonks, I got her name wrong. So apologies. Charlie's got 3 subscribers on his channel. Well done. Okay. That's building up already. I know it's a new channel.
Say ah.
Say ah. Umala.
Oh, say A. Is it A as in A? Umela.
We're making it worse. You'll probably see it. My channel.
No. Okay.
Yes, A. Umela.
Right. Okay. Can you spell it phonetically?
Lady is correct. Kelly is correct.
Okay.
Umela.
A.
So don't
you know Kelly. My name's Kelly.
And I'm Mark.
And this is Mark.
Is that right? Umela.
Umela. I like it when we try and figure out the name and then we get it right. And then I think, right, okay.
And then I get it wrong the very next 5 seconds. But I don't mean to do that.
Yeah.
Is it Umela?
We're waiting here, poised.
Could it
waiting for you to spell it phonetically so we can get it correct.
Yes, correct. Yes, Umela.
Umela,
right.
yes.
Thank you so much. Lovely to have you on. Really glad you could join us as well. And I hope you like our content. Please feel free. Just join in the conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
We discuss anything you guys like to chat about. But yeah, I was going to say, so one of the things I really got addicted to was listening to, as you know, when I go to sleep, I put my earphones in and I'll listen to something like either rainstorm, sound of the shore on the beach, little things like that. But there's one I discovered last night. I was flicking through them. I think I'll listen to it. And there was one that said pirate ship. And I thought, what? And it literally is the sound of a deck on the sea for 12 hours.
Oh, really?
So it's a creaking of a ship. And do you know what? It sent me to sleep just like that. Just have it in the earphones, fast asleep, and it just sent me to sleep. You guys are so posh.
Are we?
I've never been said that before, but thank you. I don't know if I take that as a compliment. I think yes, I will.
Do you know what? I don't think of us or me as posh. I think you're a bit more well-spoken than I am. But
I don't know about that.
But the thing is, when I was growing up, I grew up in.
Richard listened to the pirate ship as well. Sorry, I was going to say, did you like it? I don't know what it is, Richard, but it really sent me to sleep. It's just the creaking of the ship. You feel like you're on a ship. And it really does make you, if anybody has trouble sleeping, I cannot recommend it enough. If you've got, obviously you don't want the big bulky earphones, otherwise you can't sleep. But if you've just got the in-ear ones, and at least you've got obviously your tablet plugged in or your laptop plugged in, so it's close to your bed, obviously, because you've got the cable there. I really recommend it. It does send you asleep. That sound of a creaking ship. I don't know why. Oh, JD stands for John Dolby.
Oh, I see.
Rather than Charlie Dolby. Right, okay, right. I got you. But yeah, that's my that'd be definitely a recommendation. I fell asleep as well. Yeah, there you go. I once did it in the garden on the swing chair. Just listen to the pirate ship.
I went swimming yesterday and I did a handstand in the water. Nahar. I can totally relate, Nahar, because I used to do that when I was young as well. I would do handstands all day long. I was really good in the water.
Can you do a cartwheel? Can you go right the way round with your handstand, or is it just the water? Because it's easier to do slightly easier to do a handstand in the water because the water supports you.
Yeah, because you're not really. I mean, you can do a backflip and things like that, but a cartwheel is not really. I mean, you can do cartwheels because synchronized swimmers do it and things like that, but it's not really.
No, I say it's so fun though.
Yeah,
it is. One thing. Try this, Nahar. As you go. Do a forward roll, and if you do that with your hands, so you like with both hands, almost like you're flying, you can do continuous spins. So you're just doing like that. I don't know why, but doing that with your hands, just quickly either side, will just keep you repelled and going round and round and round and round and round and round. That was good fun. I still love doing that.
I don't know. I never did that.
You have to do that in the deeper end, though. So
in the deeper end, yeah. Don't, for God's sake, do it in the shallow end.
No, because your head's got a wall or something. Yeah, that was such fun. I love doing the cartwheeling bits.
Yeah, I used to take my sister swimming all the time. My brother's really, really good.
Roly poly, that was it.
Roly poly. He did his lifesavers and everything. Dean, Yeah, he did. I don't. Yeah, because he could have become a lifesaver at one point, but I don't know why he didn't. Because my brother's not really one for like. He likes to go. He's more out and about type person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's like out and about doing things and like keeping his mind ticking over that way. Whereas I did really enjoy swimming, but it wasn't something that I wanted to take seriously. But I did have a friend, and she swam. She could have gone if she hadn't. This was the girl that shattered her pelvis
Oh God.
on the ride, and if she hadn't, I think she would have been in the Olympics. I think she truly had a chance.
Well, Nahar's on her way to the Olympics because she can do the handstand. You could do like your synchronized swimming. My first trick will be that. Then it will be the roly poly going round and round. Richard said one of his cousins is nicknamed Swimming Pool. I'm hoping that's because they like the swimming pool for no other reason. But I'm going to guess that's the reason why. And JD getting right. So his full name is Charlie John Dolby. Right, hence the JD.
Just that you know, I've actually got a different frappuccino today. I've got a strawberries and cream.
Can I have a sip? I do like the strawberries and cream one. This one now, Kelly normally gets the caramel one. You can see, and
he asks for a sip then as well. He asks for a sip when it's the caramel frappuccino.
Oh, I can put my legs on my back when I do the handstand. Really? You can get your legs to go all the way around? Blimey. No, that's something I've not been ever able to do.
Very flexible when you're that age.
Yeah, this is
very flexible when you're that age, especially in the water. Very flexible. But yeah,
swimming.
How do you find the frappuccino?
That's nice. That one I've got to say I really like. It is very, very nice. Almost like a cross between sort of strawberry cake, and it's very delicious. Very delicious. Right, the filling you get, when you get strawberry sponge and then you get like the strawberries and cream.
Yeah.
I suppose it is strawberries and cream.
Yeah.
But it's delicious. Very, very nice. We've given you so many recommendations of the week in one day.
We were talking about what people have had for tea or dinner.
Right.
Tonight, but I said I haven't eaten anything. The only thing that I ate earlier was a ham and toasted cheese sandwich, and I seasoned it up really nice.
To do it, you handstand, then you lower your back and arch it, bend your legs, and try to reach your back. You need back flexibility to do it.
That's right. Yeah.
Nahar, I've got none at all. I'm like a walking plank. So for me I think if I attempted that, you'd hear as I was trying to go.
Oh goodness, I used to do the crab and all sorts when I was younger.
The crab just reminds you of The Exorcist. When somebody's possessed, as you're sort of crabbing along.
The crab and the splits, all of that type of stuff.
No, I can't do any of that.
Yeah, used to be able to do all of that.
Crab.
Yeah. Ooh, crab. Yep, used to be able to grab the splits. What's the crab? It's when so if you're on the floor and you put your legs beneath you, and then you put your hands behind you, and then you arch your back. So you're like this. So basically your back goes like this, and your legs are here, and your hands are supporting you in your back, and then you arch, and you lift yourself up like a crab.
Yeah,
that's the crab.
Very difficult. Google it. You'll see it as well. Obviously, if you type in crab, loads of crab pictures of crab will come up. But if you see doing the crab, you'll see some people do. So if you imagine like I'm like back like that. So my hands are on the floor and my feet, I'm arched all the way, and my feet are on the floor.
Then you lift up your
it's like a back bench.
Yeah, sort of.
Very similar,
but called the crab.
Yeah.
That in gymnastics is called a bridge. Yeah, I should imagine it would be. Yeah, I did gymnastics when I was little as well. But the gymnastics was very briefly. I did trampolining more. I did disco dancing, trampolining, tap dancing, ballet.
Oh, Richard used to do gymnastics. Oh, wow. Were you quite good at it?
I was always impressed. I did really want to do gymnastics. If it is on, I will watch it briefly because I like the precision of it. And I like floor work. If I see somebody doing floor, I like to watch the floor work. I'm not so much the rings or the horse and all of that type of stuff, but when they actually do like proper gymnastics floor work, I really like it. And I also like when they do the ribbon. I really like that as well. You got yourself hot cross buns. 12 hot cross buns.
Right, so we did our recommendation. I don't know if you saw them, Richard.
We got them cheap. The factory had an error.
have a look at these. So we went for these ones. So these are M&S. They do blueberry, and these ones as well, which is golden blonde chocolate and salted caramel hot cross buns. Those are our recommendations if you do get a chance. The blueberry and the salted caramel and chocolate ones, they are very, very nice.
And I'm going to order the they've got apple ones as well, and I'm going to try the apple ones.
The apple pie.
M&S is so posh. Really?
I think they're really, really posh.
Yeah. I love M&S. I don't think. Do you know what? I don't think they're as posh as John Lewis, Waitrose, because Waitrose is John Lewis. But I don't think the food is all of that. Don't get me wrong. There's a couple of things in Waitrose that's really nice, but I don't think it's all of that.
Is there anywhere you like to shop, Umalo, that you would recommend? Because what we tend to do is, it's so pricey. It is expensive. I'm not going to lie. They do deals sometimes, but it is expensive. Oh, see, Richard loves Waitrose.
Yeah. Do you know what? I find like with Waitrose, they are a bit pricey. More pricey than M&S. My mum wanted to send me ballet when I was 2, and I said no. I wish I'd said yes, Dad, because if I'd carry on, I would be professional by now. Yeah, and imagine dancing at the Royal Opera House. That'd be amazing.
So so Charlie asked, "What's your favourite Starbucks milkshake?" So I think Kelly likes the Frappuccinos, which is, and your favourite Frapp is Starbucks.
Oh, Starbucks. My favourite Frappuccino is the caramel Frappuccino.
I've got to say, Charlie, my favourite is that strawberries and cream one. We do like that one.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And the chip shop he said he likes as well. Oh, so Umalo likes Asda. We don't.
Morrison's is my. Richard Adventure says Morrison's is his regular shop.
Did I just say Charlie Arch? No, I don't know what I said, but no, Charlie's JD Game. So I said Charlie's. I probably mixed up the words and said the two together, but yeah, Charlie's does the JD Game. That's one of his channels.
You like Morrison's, don't you?
Oh, I love Morrison's.
Do you know what my problem is with Morrison's? When they do their own stuff, so like their breads and all that, I find their food so salty. Everything is just too much salt for me. Any stuff that Morrison's makes of its own is very, very salty. So I don't tend to like it. I don't mind obviously shopping there for their other stuff, like if I'm going to a supermarket or whatever. Morrison's and Asda have really, really good deals, but Asda is part of Walmart. So you can see why.
I agree with Nahar. She said the tiger bread from Morrison's is so good. It really is nice. Do you know what it is? It's that crusty top is delicious. That with butter.
See, I don't like tiger bread.
Oh yeah, can you?
In general, it doesn't have to be from anywhere. From anywhere in general, I don't like tiger bread.
Charlie's saying he's doing the FIFA 22 at the moment. What team are you doing, Charlie? Or are you doing a season, or are you just doing game?
Oh, she makes pizza, and Nahar makes pizza with it. And Richard's Adventure, he likes tiger bread. He thinks it's awesome.
No, he said the donuts are heaven from Morrison's as well. Oh, so listen to Nahar. So she says, I cut it, put tomato puree and cheese and jalapeno on there. Interesting. Do you know what? I'll have to give that a go. I really do love tiger bread. You don't, I know, but I really do. So, Umala, if you were going to treat yourself, what would you get yourself? Where would you go? I'm just thinking as well in terms of the shops you like.
And then you grill it. Yeah, that would make sense.
Pizza idea, going to give that a try. There you go. Now I think you've started a trend there.
See, yeah, I will do like something like pizza toast. So on my pizza toast, or I do, sometimes I'll get a wrap and then use that as the base for pizza. And what I do is, again, I get tomato puree, and then I season it with oregano, but you don't like oregano, but I put oregano on mine. I also have what you call it, cheese, mozzarella cheese, and then I put bits of, so like if I've got like pastrami or salami or anything like that, I'll put that on the top, and then I bung it in the grill, and that's how I have it. I love it.
Richard said, I got pizza bits, so got to use it. It's good. Nahar said, oh, yes, oregano is good. And chili oil.
Chili oil, yeah. Oh. I don't use chili oil, but I do use chili flakes.
I don't like oregano because to me, it just tastes like licorice. That's why I don't like it.
It's the typical Italian seasoning.
No, I know, but I don't like it. And the worst thing is I'll order a pizza and they douse it in it. And I think, oh, no, I've got licorice pizza.
M&S is expensive. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. It is. That is true. That's two of you that said that now. Do you know what? We do it once in a while. It smells so good. Do you know what? Yeah. That's the thing. I know. I can't stand the stuff. I really can't stand it. I'm fussy with cheese. Yeah,
that's what I said.
I said I did that as well. No, it's true actually. We tend to do it once in a while because it's a little treat.
The thing for me with M&S, I actually like the food so the M&S food that they create. I really enjoy the food that they create. There are things that Tesco do that they create, and I quite like some of their food. But if I have to choose a place where they actually do their own food, I've got to say, for me, my favourite is M&S over Waitrose, over even Fortnum and Mason, because you like a couple of things from Fortnum and Mason. Fortnum and Mason is expensive. But I even Sainsbury's. But there is one thing in Sainsbury's that I like above all else, and that's their Vienna rolls. And the thing what I like about the Vienna rolls is they actually last for a couple of days. Sometimes when you buy rolls, they go stale the next day and they're no good.
Well, Richard did say M&S is not so bad, depends on what you buy, and that is true.
And they always do good deals.
Yeah, but Tesco's is everywhere. That's true. Now, I said my dad put chili sauce on his chips today and then put mayo on top of that. Ew. I do like chili sauce.
Mark has chili sauce on everything.
No, I do. I'm going to be a Philistine. Don't judge me and don't at me, Nahar. Don't judge me. Don't at me. But I do like curry sauce with chips. I really do. When you go to the chip shop, Kelly can't stand it, but I love getting chips.
I just feel it's weird.
It's not weird. It's the done thing.
I know.
Curry
I just
sauce
feel
and
like
chips is amazing.
I feel fish and chips with mayonnaise and salt and vinegar. That is all that it should be. Shouldn't be anything else. It's mayo, salt and vinegar, fish and chips.
Well, Charlie was just saying, just go for the biscuits in Morrison's. Mark, when you get a chip, this is Nahar, when you get a chippy, do you get the hot sauce on the kebab? No, I don't go for the hot sauce because our local one to us, when I've asked for hot sauce, I've just ended up breathing fire. It's so hot. It just ruins the thing for me. So I'll tend to go for sort of a mid-range chili sauce. Do you go for the hot one? You should. It's good, she says. So I'm taking it. That's a yes. I will try that. I do like chili sauce on chips. I must say, I do like that. I've never done the chili sauce though and mayo combo like your dad does.
I do chili sauce and mayo. I think it's good. So what I normally do is if I'm doing a wrap, like chicken and bacon wrap with salad, I'll put mayo and sweet chili sauce and wrap. It's delicious. You don't know what you're missing. Missing.
Right. Nahar says, have you ever gone to Nando's and got extra hot wings and extra hot sauce? Now, I don't eat chicken, but I have done the extra hot sauce. Because you can buy, as you guys probably know, you can buy the Nando sauces in the supermarket. So I have bought the extra hot sauce.
And you bought the chili jam.
Oh, and the chili jam. You can buy chili jam now in Sainsbury's. But I've got to say, that extra hot sauce is hot. That is hot for me. For me, it just ruins it. They have extra hot sauce. Now, why would you get that? Why would you get that?
See, like with me, I like the hot. Yeah, I just like normal hot chicken wings, let's say. And then I like it with they do the chili jam, which is really nice. They also used to do they used to do a burger with chicken thighs with halloumi and was it a wrap or something like that before?
Yeah, that's right.
But they've now changed it to a burger, and it's not as they changed it to sort of like a harder bun. And it's not the same as before, but the one that they did before was really nice.
The chili jam is rank. We will let that go this once. No offense to anyone who likes it. We will let that go this way. No, I'm joking.
I love the
We
chili
love
jam.
the chili. Do you not like it, Nahar?
I don't like it. I don't like it the way that they sell it because it tastes different. But you like it, don't you?
Yeah.
I only like it when you actually get it from the restaurant. I don't like it when you buy it because it doesn't taste the same. You see, they've done something to it. It doesn't taste the same.
Right. So Richard said, do not do black caps as YouTube times you out or times you put you on other streams. It monitors you like that. Heads up. Okay.
I don't know what black cap is.
No, I don't know what black cap is. Chili jam. Never tried it, Richard. Do try it. It's not as gross as it sounds. It's not a jam with chili in it.
Yeah.
If you ever watch Uncle Roger, he does a whole thing on chili jam because Jamie Oliver puts chili jam in all his recipes, and of course he can't stand the fact that he puts chili jam in his recipe. It's a very odd thing, but like I said, it's not for everybody, as you can see, because Nahar doesn't like it.
It's the Nando's chili jam.
Yeah, Nando's one. They do the chili jam. There are other chili jams you can get.
Yeah.
Charlie said he's just doing FIFA matches at the moment. So he's doing Man City versus Man United. Well, I know who's going to win that one. And it's not going to be Man United the way they're playing at the moment. Nahar said, when I was little, I used to love the vinegar from Fish and Chip Shop. And once I made my mum buy the actual vinegar from the shop. They do sell it.
It's not the same. It's not the same because the vinegar that they get in the chip shop is like in a gallon bottle. And then I think they dilute it in some way. So they get a pure thing. But the one that they sell in the sort of like, in the little bottles is not the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just let you know. Except the pickled onion juice I think they did used to sell the pickled onion juice, and I think that is what they use.
Oh, Richard meant his caps locks. I used to do it once and noticed YouTube time me out for live streams for a week without giving you a warning.
Oh, really?
Oh, so when you put caps locks in the comments.
Oh, I see. We've never done cap locks.
No,
so I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So there's a little tip there. What was I going to say? Did you notice a difference though in the heart? Did you notice? I'm going to watch Friends now. Oh, you're off to watch Friends. Take care. Lovely to see you again. Bye-bye.
Bye. Enjoy
the Friends. No, I've not noticed that actually with the caps locks bit.
No, because I don't think we've ever really done it.
No.
Yeah, but yeah, that's just. I
well,
don't think we've ever...
talking of fish and chips, because we were just on a thing of fish and chips. I was going to say I have noticed actually fish and chip shops are starting to do a lot larger range in things. So obviously you've always had the pie and the Savoy.
Supposed to compete with the market,
but I've noticed a lot more options going in.
Toasted bread.
Charlie, you're right up our street. I love. Do you know what?
Hot buttered.
There's two foods I've always noticed. No matter how you'll probably be three, but there's two foods I've got to say. No matter how full you are, if you smell them, you'll want to eat, and that is toast and chips. And I don't know for you, maybe bacon, but for toast and chips, always makes me hungry.
If I'm hungry or if I'm not if I haven't eaten, like it's a bit different with me because sometimes if I don't eat, I'm not really hungry anyway. But when someone starts cooking something and it doesn't really matter what it is, you smell food and you're like, ooh, I'm a little bit hungry. But for me, the food that even if I'm full, that I will still eat is lychees.
Oh yeah.
So if there's lychees,
I'm talking about a food you smell.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
you don't
is
smell lychees.
No, but what I'm saying is if I've already eaten and you cook chips or bacon, I'm not going to feel hungry enough to eat that. But if I haven't eaten and I'm not hungry, let's just say I haven't eaten and I'm not hungry. If I smell food in general, I will be hungry. I will want to eat.
But those are the ones I think. Now, Richard said in the comments, the S word hides your comment only. You see it, makes it as spam. I didn't know that.
Right.
So Charlie said, who loves beans on toast? Yes, Charlie. Yes. I love beans as part of a cooked breakfast, I've got to say.
I love beans on toast, but I also like to put pancetta in there as well. I like to fry pancetta.
So Charlie said, don't try the Premier in breakfast. Did you not like it? Was it not any good?
Dear.
What was wrong with it? Do let us know, because actually other people might want to know that as well. So you just didn't like the Premier in breakfast?
Richard, you had beans on toast yesterday.
The meal of champions, that is.
I like beans on toast.
I am interested actually to know, because we always like to obviously share your comments as well. So it just gives people ideas and things that they can and can't try, or may not want to try as a result of that. Now, when we've done Premier Inn breakfast, that was not bad. I quite enjoyed that one. Was it Premier Inn? No, Travelodge. Sorry, Travelodge. So when we tried the Travelodge breakfast, that was actually quite nice. Plentiful, lots of it.
Not quality, but
no, not the best of quality, but it was actually okay. So I would, if someone said, would you recommend it? I would say if you're hungry, yes. Yeah. Like I said, it's not the top peak quality, but it's not that expensive.
Yeah.
But I'm just interested to see why Charlie didn't like the Premier Inn.
But the breakfast that I really enjoyed, we stayed at the Apex in Bath.
Yeah, that was.
And lovely. Their breakfast, they did a what you call it breakfast, bubble and squeak on their breakfast, and it was good.
Richard said not Heinz, sorry, it was Branston beans, yummy. Oh, see, Kelly will go. If I did the Pepsi challenge with the beans, you wouldn't tell the difference.
Mark says this right, but I can always taste something when it's wrong. He doesn't believe me. But when he does something and I'm going, or if somebody gives me Coke and I'm thinking, that ain't Coke, I can tell when something is not something. It doesn't matter because I can tell. I'm like, I don't think this is Coke.
We will do the Pepsi challenge on beans.
Or when they give you normal Coke, is there a Diet Coke? And I'm like, this ain't no Diet Coke. I can taste it. It's not. Then I'll say, can you take this away? Because I don't think it's Diet Coke. And they go, oh, yeah, sorry. So it isn't.
I'll tell you something funny, actually. So Kelly and I, a couple of weeks ago, we ordered breakfast from a local cafe. I've never seen anything like it. It was only about, how much was it each? £20 each?
£10 each? £10 each.
£10 each, right. But you had, how many items?
11 pounds each,
How many items?
You were allowed to order 10 items.
10 items, right. The thing that turned up was ginormous. Absolutely giant. So you could order double items. I think you could only do it on so many things. You couldn't order more than 2 of one thing.
Yeah, but I put black pudding and I never got it.
Oh, no, you didn't.
And I didn't get hash browns and I ordered it. But you got hash browns.
I know. But I've got to say, 10 items is a lot. And when you ordered double, they gave you double. So it was a really good place. I think we'd order them again to give them another chance because I think they messed up your order.
Yeah, but also it wasn't. Again, you're talking about quality, and
it was quantity over quality.
Yeah, it was quantity over quality. It's like,
oh dear. There's me bigging it up.
Really, I mean, don't get me wrong. I would have it at a push, but I like to try different places because I like to give different places a chance. There is one that we normally order from that you really enjoy the food from them, but I don't think they're all that. They're only okay.
So we will.
I've yet to find a breakfast place that is on point.
There you go. So that was me shot down in flames. I was going to pick it up, but you weren't too impressed.
But the thing is, that's the difference between you and I, because you like quantity over quality, but I like quality over quantity. Now, if something tastes really good, normally that's enough to fill you up, especially if it's good ingredients. But I don't mind paying £11 if it's good quality stuff. I don't need to double up on I don't need, 10 things for £11. If you can't master one thing, why would I get 10 things? Do you see what I'm saying? So to me, it was all right. It was good. I thought it was really good for the price. For the price, you got lots of things for the price.
Charlie had a roast dinner today. So there you go. How was it? Was it good? Did you go carvery or was it actually homemade? Richard said, "No, this is interesting." So Richard's come up with a challenge for you.
Okay.
You should try the challenge called Swap It. Now, so basically you go shopping and pick up 3 things you like and swap them for similar things of a different brand.
Right.
So for you, beans would be one, but I think also as well, probably for you, tea. See if you could do tea, because I know Kelly's very fussy with the tea. Yeah. And
it's not that I'm very fussy with the tea. It's just that the certain teas don't agree with me. They repeat on me because, like, I used to drink PG tips all the time. I wouldn't drink anything else. I really like PG, but there's now so many toxins in it. It doesn't agree with me. So I buy other brands that have a clearer taste. That's the only reason.
Fair enough.
Because I would stick to PG if I could. If it didn't repeat on me, I'd stick to PG.
So Richard, have you done the swap challenge? Have you tried it? Does it work? And have you discovered anything new as a result of that? That's interesting actually as well, because I suppose that is a good way to see if you like a new brand as well.
Yeah.
Kelly and I do tend to stick to the same stuff. I've got to be honest. We might see something new and think, oh, I'll try that. And we've only been sort of that more adventurous because of this channel, because we like to try something new, so then see if we like it and then recommend it to you guys.
That is true. That is very true.
Hence the old hot cross buns. That
I saw them in the shop and I just thought, oh, do you know what? Let me try them. So I saw them and I thought, oh, I really want to try them. And because Richard, you'd mentioned hot cross buns, and I'm not really a fan of hot cross buns. I've never really found one that I liked. But then I saw that they had other ingredients in them. And I thought, actually, let me try these, because I love fruit toast. I mean, not toast. I like fruit bread. I don't like it toasted. I just like it as fruit bread. I don't know. Do you normally toast yours when you do fruit bread?
Yeah. I don't mind bread, but I much prefer toast. So Charlie's asked, what's your favourite game? Is it Rocket or Minecraft? I've not played Rocket, but definitely for me, I love Minecraft. Minecraft's a fantastic game. It's one of those games you can play for ages and just get lost in time with it. Because it's not one of those games that's got an ending to it. You just keep going and going and going and going and going. Richard said, I swapped PG with Typhoo and loved it. Swap Heinz with Branson beans and Cadbury Dairy Milk for Tesco bar. Oh my God, Tesco has more cocoa. That I can believe, actually. You would pay more for the bigger brands.
Yeah.
Chocolate milkshake. So Charlie said chocolate milk is the best. It's got a nice court effect. Chili chocolate mousse.
Do you know what? I like the chocolate Nesquik. So I buy the powder and then I have it with whole milk, normally organic whole milk.
Do.
But I really enjoy that. And with the PG, yes, I did swap out PG for Typhoo once, and I actually did prefer Typhoo. I thought Typhoo was a good, nice cup of tea. Chili chocolate, I'm not a lover.
Oh no, I agree.
I'm not a lover of chili chocolate.
Kelly doesn't like it, but funny enough, Kelly bought a Velvetizer, and one of they give you a pack of different chocolates, and one of them is chili chocolate, and I really like that. It got a real kick. In actual fact, I do sometimes add chili to chocolate to give it a little boost, but chili chocolate I do like. I know you're not a fan of it.
I'm not a fan really. I don't like too many additives to my chocolate. You know, like sea salt chocolate and all of that type of stuff.
That's nice though.
No.
Oh dear, not a fan.
The only thing that I like added to my chocolate, I like in Quality Street, you got the triangle truffle. Love that. I also like the orange one, the hexagon one with the orange bits in it. Love that. I don't like the orange creams. I'm not a fan of that.
No.
And I also like the toffee penny. I like the long chocolate toffee.
This is at Richard Street, Quality Street. I got a box of After Eights for Easter. I'm thinking that it's After 8. Yeah, you can After 8 a.m. Yeah, rather than p.m.
Yeah, I love After Eights. I do enjoy that. But you know what I like more? Mint matchstick makers.
Oh yeah, you said Kelly just like those.
I really like mint matchstick makers.
I'm not such a fan of the mint matchstick. I don't, as you guys probably know, I've mentioned it enough times, but I'm not a fan of mint stuff.
Yeah,
it just for me, it just tastes like toothpaste.
Yeah, I love it. But I don't like the orange matchstick makers. A lot of people like the orange matchstick makers, but I'm not a lot. And I like orange chocolate.
I don't mind that, but mint. That's the old joke. If you've never had mint chocolate, just simply brush your teeth and eat a bar of normal chocolate. What you're making me laugh. You're making me hungry. What about bolognese? Says Charlie.
I'm not really a lover of bolognese. I don't mind it, but it's not.
And Richard said matchmakers never last long in his hands.
Yeah, I can imagine. Do you know what? I have to stop myself because they're so Moorish.
Orange chocolate makes you ill. Oh wow.
Oh really? I love orange chocolate, but yeah.
I did. My brother from the United States did send me. So they do an orange chocolate one. He sent me a pumpkin spice. So it's like the orange chocolate, as in the chocolate orange shape. Terry's one. But yeah, and this was pumpkin spice. It was delicious. That was really nice.
Yeah, I don't mind the pumpkin. Again, it's not one of those ones that I'm into. Really, I'm a little bit. There are only certain things I like in my chocolate. I don't like too many things in my chocolate. But yeah.
Oh, so Charlie's changed his mind. He likes the Premier League in the. I like it. Oh, you like the one? Because I thought you said you didn't like it. I'm glad.
I thought you said don't try it.
Yeah, that's what I said. So I thought. So you do like that one? That's a recommendation. I did like the pivot, but for something wrong. Oh, I see. Okay, so you got that run the wrong way. There was a lemon Turkish delight.
Oh, really?
Oh, sure. I love lemon Turkish delight. Obviously, the main ones are rose and lemon, but I do like lemon as well. I think I prefer the rose one because it's slightly. But fries, aka Cadbury's. Yeah, that's right. I didn't realise Cadbury's had bought fries.
Yeah, fries, Turkish. I don't know.
Eastern fries.
Yeah, full of it. I don't know if anybody remembers the advert, but that was the popular. That one and the milk tray adverts.
Yeah.
Were really, really popular back in the day. Was that late 70s, early 80s?
Yeah, 80s.
Yeah, they were real popular adverts. Milk tray and fries, Turkish delight, full of Eastern promise.
You need pop to Poundland. They have a new range of chocolate. Okay, we'll have to check that out.
Yeah. I rarely go into Poundland, but I always forget to go in there.
No, I know. Yeah. We always pass it going for the shops.
Yeah, we're always going into Wilco's or something, and there, you know, we're not never going to Poundland, but yeah, we should.
Well, guys, we have been going for 2 hours in 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Richard said also Iceland got a new ice cream. I'll inbox you later. Okay, yeah, please do. We'll check that one out. If we do a recommendation of the week for it, we will definitely tag you for that one because that will be thanks to you.
And I don't like chalk ices or any type of chalk ice cream.
How can you not like chalk ice?
Not a fan of it.
How can you not like it?
I've never been a fan of it.
Anyway, summer's coming up. There'll be plenty of chalk ice. Take care. So yeah, we will say of that. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. Really good to see you all. And thank you everybody that's joined.
And all the new people that joined us today. Thank
really
you
good.
And welcome. And we hope to see you again.
So that's it from the Mark and Kelly's tips and things for this Tuesday. But we will be back, and it's not it for the week. We'll be back on Friday, Good Friday, usual time at 6 o'clock, and we will join you then. We hope you can join us. Remember, take care, look after yourselves, and remember, you're never too old to have fun. We will see you hopefully on Friday. Until then, stay safe and have a fantastic week. Bye for now.
Bye for now.